One day, doing what many nonagenarians like to do, I was sitting in my modern platform rocker thinking of the past and reminiscing. My mind traveled back to my childhood days in Brampton, Ontario, to the friends and happenings of so long ago. Soon I was thinking of the early days of World War I, of my handsome and adored big brother coming home so proudly in his khaki uniform with the funny puttees bandaged so carefully around his legs, of his last night at home, of sitting on his lap and hugging him hard to try to tell him how I loved him. Surely he would come back and things would be right again. But he didn't. The awful time when the sincerely regret cable came, the heartbreak and sorrow of all of our family that our big brother or son was to lie with other young Canadians in a War Graves Commission cemetery in a field of turnips in France. Then my mind wandered to all the young girls who had been left behind. The girls of comparable age to these young Canadian men, girls who too were just approaching marriageable age in 1914 to 18, who were 16 plus years then, and 60,000 of the men didn't come back, leaving a misbalance of 60,000 young Canadian girls to face the future alone. My mind traveled back to the girls in Brampton, in my neighborhood, of that age. Grace, across the road, didn't marry. Marion, around the corner, didn't marry. Nor did Irma or Inez down the street. Ina and Hannah didn't marry, nor did Allie, who was a special friend of my big brother. She didn't marry. These were the young girls who traveled on alone, without husbands and babies, who went on silently looking after themselves, getting the only jobs available to women then, secretaries or low-paying bank jobs. A few who could went on to university and became teachers, others to hospitals to become nurses. These were early workers in these fields who continued the building of strong foundations in our country. Though there has been much chronicled about the splendid role of women in the war, I do not remember ever hearing or reading of the bravery and stamina of this group of 60,000 who were left to carry on their lives alone. They seem to be omitted when bravery and courage are celebrated. Yet they are a group who also need remembrance. They are all gone now. Why does it matter? Why should I be doing this? Who will do it if I don't?